Oh, you was getting pretty for it.
Laser tape.
There's only one pretty person.
He know what this is. My dog said it's the pivot. I can't come on here with no training camp haircut.
I was looking rough.
Yeah, that man can't come with no training camp haircut.
Hold up, limitless. Take a stomach guy pinning it. I fought the head to witness it. Got my people feeling militant. Way I'm feeling got me up. On the mission got me up. Knowing me, I got the key. On this vision I can trust. Trust. Limitless. Take a stomach guy pinning it. I fought the head to witness it. Got my people feeling militant.
Jeremiyah Love, Channing Crowder, Fred Taylor, Ryan Clark, Pivot Fam. Thank y'all for pivoting with us. Obviously, I follow Notre Dame ball now. There isn't a preseason All-American team or a preseason award team that Jeremiyah Love's name is not on. For you, what's the difference in entering this season as opposed to last?
I would say this season, I got a bit of more of a name than I did last season. Obviously people know who I am. People probably gonna be, just targeting me in a kind of a way. But my mindset going into this season is to, just work way harder than I did last season. Because I put in a lot of work, last off season to make sure that, I could, make a name for myself. But now a name has been made and I got to maintain that and elevate. So going into this season, I'm just thinking of trying to block out all the noise. I ain't trying to see y'all like the preseason All-American stuff, Heisman talk. Like I hear it, but like I ain't focused on it. I'm focused on being a better version of myself, and whatever I got to do to achieve that, I'm gonna do. No matter what I got to sacrifice.
Notre Dame different. We've been here a couple times now. Joe Clark was here. We came up here. It's different. Now it's fame and notoriety and top five and, all that stuff. Has it changed at all? Because now, like you're saying, the target's on y'all's back.
No, I wouldn't say it changed. Everything's still the same. It's still the same for me. I keep it simple. Never let things get too complicated. Keep it real simple and just let the talk be the talk,
Yeah.
So what's the vibe around here though? Like obviously last year was last year. Well, here you are, you're back. You open up with some top 25 opponents. Like just overall, like how's it been during camp? What's the overall mood, vibe?
The vibe is to, have another great season. We want to, elevate from last season. Take, learning points from last season and, incorporate into this season. We know what it takes to achieve, some sort of success. And the vibes is to, come in every single day, grind, and do whatever we got to do to achieve team glory and to, make the, program look good. And also, make our names look good, because everybody is their own individual. We ain't got names on the back of our jerseys, but we got families, all that. Everybody got a name for themselves. So the vibe is to go out and get it. We going to be, hunted, but we gonna turn that around. We gonna still hunt.
Right.
We ain't gonna be the, people trying to come take us out. We gonna take people out. That's the vibe.
Coach mentioned that too. He mentioned hunting. Said you were thudded up and you didn't necessarily agree with it. And the next play you turned into the hunter. Is that typically always your approach? You're a dual threat. You could do everything. Man, I just love your game. But what's always your mindset when you're back there?
Me personally, I want to dominate whoever's in front of me. No matter who you are, no matter what type of status you have, like when you're in front of me, it's me against you. And every single time, I'm gonna try to be the better person and the better athlete. But I think Coach spoke on it yesterday. Got hit, I didn't agree with the hit or the push or whatever it was after the play, and kind of like flip the switch. Mm-hmm. Like obviously those are my teammates. I'm not trying to go out there and like do them wrong, but like the competitive side of me, more of the competitive side of me came out, and like that's more like the game side of me. I'm gonna go out there and try to dominate. I don't care if you Leonard Moore. I don't care if you Jalen Sneed. Like I'm Jeremiyah Love. You are who you are. Let's go.
That was a Link moment.
Yeah.
Let a naysayer know.
Hey, Coach kind of talked about it. There were plays that were signature for you last season. Yeah. One, when your team is doing really well and they're playing on the biggest stages, you get opportunities to make those plays. People are paying attention. You had the Indiana run, 90 plus, the hurdle at Army. You had the hurdle at USC, the Penn State run. Which one of those runs is your favorite and why?
I would think that a lot of people would probably say the Penn State run. That's not my favorite. My favorite is probably the USC run because it was just like crazy. Like one dude went low, hurdled him. The next dude came, tried to, he ain't go low, so I had to go through him. So like I feel like that play like kind of like all around show what type of player I was. Like I'm very athletic. I can make plays, like spectacular plays when it's needed, but I can also, run through your face or go around you. So I'd say that's probably my favorite play. It's just a culmination of everything.
Yeah, one of my favorite moments for me every game was, and Jordan talked about it, is I would wait for him, I'd write something down for him, I'd give it to him so he could read it right before the game. My favorite Notre Dame parent is your father, right? He's became like my dad would look for him at every game he came to. But you guys also share a moment before the game. Can you talk about your pregame process and, breaking the huddle with the backs, going find your father, and what happens in that moment between the two of you?
Like you said, me and my father do a pregame ritual before every game. It started when I was about 6, 7. It originally started because my dad wanted to instill confidence in me. I wasn't very confident when I started playing football. And we just started it in Little League, went up to high school, and then in college, I find him before every game. And what happens is, we'll touch heads, and he'll, motivate me. He'll be like, who's the best in the world? Who's the best in the country? Who's the best on the field? Just, instilling that confidence that I need to, go out there and play like how, I want to play. But it's just a ritual we've just been doing ever since I was 6 or 7. And
I love that.
I don't feel right if I don't do it before a game. So yeah.
It's funny you say that. This man was the 9th overall pick in the draft, and he often tells stories about Little League ball and not having confidence and having to grow. Like when I look at athletes like you two, I'm like, shoot, they had to be the best players their entire lives. So I think it's good for people who watch our show and young men who gonna want to be in your position to know that you didn't necessarily always feel that way. And even you, as talented as you are, needed someone like your father to be able to help you with that.
Yeah, and with that, it's funny, Freddie said that when he used to run around the neighborhood and all. So that doubt, did that doubt create J Love? Because I thought I was the shit the whole time. I stepped on everything. And I wasn't good as football as y'all, but maybe I didn't work as hard because I was like, I'm gonna knock these bitches out no matter what.
I would definitely say the doubt created, the type of person I am today. Growing up, people always overlooked me in some type of way. And it wasn't really until recently or really in high school that people started to really see the type of athlete that I was. So I would definitely say that doubt and just things like that allowed me to just work harder than others and to, want more out of things. But believe it or not, I wasn't always who I was. Or I was always who I was, but people didn't know it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Even in St. Louis, people.
Nah, they know that I ain't make a name for myself in St. Louis until really my senior year of high school.
Really?
Yeah, I got into the fray late. I made my first big play, my first game my junior year, and people didn't know who I was until after that play. And then it just kept going up and up and up. I got more offers and stuff like that. But growing up, I was never the guy that people was always talking about. I bet people didn't even know who I was.
Wow.
Yeah, Notre Dame has a rich tradition, a legacy of amazing running backs that come through here. But when I look at you, obviously Bussy is a good one, but I can't compare you to the Bus just by stature. But Ricky Waters is someone who jumps out, right? He had a tremendous legacy here. So how do you establish your own legacy and build your own legacy so you can go down in the history books here at this prestigious university?
Well, my main focus when I came into college was to make the best out of every opportunity that I got, no matter if I got, maybe 5 reps in the game, 2 reps in the game, no matter what it was, put my best foot forward and just do my thing. As far as creating my own legacy here, obviously I'm not, Jerome Bettis, not, any other Notre Dame legends, but I am who I am. So my thing is, I'm going to go out there and every single play, give it my all. And hopefully people can see that and see my work ethic and my drive to, be the best version of myself possible. And they'll see that and, say, hey, Jeremiyah Love at Notre Dame, he was He was pretty nice.
Hey, trust me, they say that now. Pretty
He
nice.
was pretty nice.
The
Yeah,
legend,
look back.
of love
That's
with
hard.
the heart in the middle.
That's hard. How did that start? Like, why did you start doing that?
It was really Katie was like before last season, like you need to like create like your own like celebration or do something to capitalize off your name or something. Love, got a little heart. So like why not do that after like a touchdown celebration or maybe after a first down?
Right.
And just try to make something that people will love.
Right.
No pun
Hey,
intended.
they love, man. When we talked to Coach Freeman about you, you can see that he lights up, and he never really spoke about the athletic ability, right? He talked about the toughness, the competitive edge, the drive. He has a lot of those same similar traits. What is it like to play for Marcus Freeman as a head coach?
Coach, I feel like he's a great coach, but he's even better as a person. He's pretty young, so like I can, relate to him, or he can relate to us as players on like a certain level because he's younger than, other head coaches. Like he understands like our life as in us being, young people coming up trying to, make a name for ourselves and try to do the best that we can. But being able to play under Coach Free, it's really been a blessing because like he really cares for everybody. He's not just a head coach. He's not just in the shadows. Like he's very involved with every single player on this team. Man, I wouldn't rather be, coached by anybody else. Coach Free, I've gotten to know him a little bit more off the field. We took a trip to New York, and we took a trip to California when we were at the EA shoot for the cover. And we played some cards and just got to talk it up with him.
Yeah.
He beat me bad in cards. I wasn't very good, but like, I got to, know him more as a person. And as I got to know him, it was just like, dang, he's pretty cool. He ain't just your average head coach. He's a normal person too, outside of football, but it's really a blessing being coached by him.
That's
for
awesome.
sure.
He ever snap? He be calm as hell on the sideline. I be hot about how calm he be sometimes.
He snap every day. He snap every day. He ain't snapping at the individual, but he definitely like yelling and like screaming at something. He gotta find something to scream at because, us being at Notre Dame, it ain't really no bad people on the team, no people getting into the wrong stuff. So he could find the smallest thing. Like one thing he found that I think a couple meetings ago was some people wasn't checking in at breakfast. So he went on a whole rant, screaming, all that stuff. Cause you find something that small, he ain't got nothing else to talk about. So he choose something that small to talk about and just go crazy.
Perfection, though.
Yeah, it's
Everything.
perfection, which, I strive to be perfect in whatever I do. I'll never be perfect, but as long as I'm, just keep striving to get there, that's what I respect Coach Free for that too. But he found the littlest thing.
I like that too.
turbo mode.
Hey, sometimes though, Freddie, see, you got to make some stuff up.
Oh, yeah.
Like you need turbulence and adversity. You know what I mean? So every now and then you got to just, you know what? Today I'm gonna fuss about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I mean?
He
Keep
be
you on your toes.
predetermined in it.
Yeah,
Predetermined.
I love that.
I
Keep
think
on the toes.
great coaches have that sense of, mind strategy and how they want to see how their team is going to respond. Just catch you guys off guard and see how you react. So you can build a great program that way.
Yeah, he definitely doing a good job too.
I was in obviously I was at every game last year. I was at A&M.
Yeah.
Right? And I remember being in that second half, how rowdy that crowd was and the way y'all boys responded. And then you have Northern Illinois. And then you guys go on the run. So I got to watch that season unfold. Y'all don't get to have a slip up early in the season. The way this schedule is set up, it's set up for a team that was the national runner-up, a team that was in the national championship. But you got Miami week 1 at their place. When you think about that game and how this team needs to start, what is your focus going into that week?
Well, I'm excited to be honest. I love just going into another person's house and, having the ability to, be able to send them home sad. But the focus going into this game is to just go out there and be our best. It's not to go out there and we got to make sure that we, do this and that to win this game. It's really just, go out there and be the best version of ourselves. And at the end of the day, every team wants to win. And we, expect ourselves to win every single game. But, you know, anybody can win on any given Sunday. But the focus, or Saturday, or whatever it may be.
It's going to be Sunday.
It's going to be on Sunday. It's going to be on Sunday. But the focus is to go out there and be the best version of ourselves. It's not really like any animosity towards that team, whatever. We just want to be the best version of Notre Dame. And hopefully that, you know, takes the form of the greatest thing it can be.
Fellas, you think the Catholics versus convict shirts gonna come off of this, or
I live in Miami. They gonna be there.
Nah, the shirts ain't gonna come out.
Listen, there's some ignorant fans down there, brothers.
Yeah,
Yes,
it will be. But that's just what, you know, the U. They feel like the U was back, you know, because it had been some time for them. They hadn't celebrated in a while, so that was big for them. Now they're ranked, you know, coming in to start the season. Got a great opponent coming down to their territory, so. There's going to be some hostility in the stadium, different than the Orange Bowl when Penn State pulled up. I was at that game.
Yeah.
But this one will be different. But I'm sure you guys will be prepared and ready for that environment. And, you know, the chips going to fall how they fall.
Yeah.
My last question and our last question, we know you gotta get to meetings, is you say you don't pay attention to all of the preseason stuff, right? The list or the awards and all those different things. We've sat with Bijan Robinson already this year. We've sat with, you know, other running backs in the league in training camp, and they all talk about goals. You know, Brian Thomas Jr., who's in Jacksonville, he talked about his goals. What are your goals individually, team-wise, headed into the 2025 season?
I don't really have like any numerical goals. My like one and only goal for myself is to make sure that I'm elevating in whatever way that you know takes form. Just want to be better than I was last season. I hear talks of lots of different things, and I try not to let that stuff get in my ear. So where I'm like placing like, oh, I got to get this amount of yards, got to get this amount of touchdowns. Like I really just want to elevate and just be a better version of myself and just be a better version, you know, of the Notre Dame football team. Like as a team, like obviously we want to win a national championship. Like what team wouldn't want that? As far as like team goes, like I just want to help this university achieve success on the greatest level. So I would love to bring Notre Dame a national championship, but that's not necessarily like the main focus. The main focus of the team and I have for myself is to elevate in whatever way that takes form. Just elevation. Just continue to get better every single day, every single year.
I mean, just if that could become your motto, I'm pretty sure you can't like patent or copyright elevate, but I'm sure you got some cool pictures of you doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it could be like elevate love and then have you on top jumping over people. But I'm just saying, man, NIS the NIL era, dog. You can earn money off your name, image, and likeness. And you can take that, and I don't even have to have a piece of it. Nah, man.
Hey, that would be nice.
See what I'm saying?
And shout out to your barber, too. Yeah, he was late.
Shout out Jay.
He was late, but you hooked him up, so you get a pass. Y'all get a pass.
But nah, J Love, man, just became a huge fan of yours and your family's last year, man. Like truly, truly rooting for you, bro. I talk about you all the time and the things I was able to see you do as a parent of someone on the team, but also as somebody that loves the game and have seen really good football players my entire life, man. Sky's the limit. Pray that you do your thing, man. Look forward to watching you week 1.
Thank you.
My dog. Hey, we should have took the picture like this. We need to take one like that. Yeah, can we do that real quickly? So he can get to the meeting?
2, 3. Do you want to do one without the
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Got it.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you, my boy.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. I'll let him know when he come out.
You're
Yeah.
impressive as hell, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you, but you know, saying we watch that shit all the time.
Yeah.
Jay, did you run track in high school?
I did, yeah. It was
What'd you run in the
Yeah,
100?
back to what Coach
Oh, you
asked?
come with me. I'm
Yeah,
tripping.
What'd you run in the 100?
10-5.
Freddie T, what you ran?
10-5-4.
Freddie T?
10-19, 10-2-2, 10-3.
He was different, dog.
Yeah.
He ran 4.28 at 226.
I was like
226.
Yeah,
4.28,
real
man.
quick.
Yeah.
You said
that's fine. We'll
4.28?
grab you in a second.
That cool.
4.28.
Yeah.
Hold up, limitless. Niggas to me, got pinning it. I fought the head to witness it. Got my people feeling militant. Way I'm feeling, got me up. On the mission, got me up. Knowing me, I got the key. On this vision, I can trust. Limitless. Niggas to me, got pinning it. I fought the head to witness it. Got my people feeling militant. Way I'm feeling, got me up.